Hey guys, Grumpy here with another episode of Rum Runners. So in the previous episode, we surveyed Penelope Star. Um, Kind of a mixed bag here as far as planets go. It started really well with Ismara, the cryogenic world, and then another world here. It might have been Doris. No, it was this gas giant. So two okay worlds. The problem is it's overlapping resources, so we probably won't make the most of this. And then we were missing um, organics and food from this. But it's fine. It's a pirate's life. It's not meant to be easy. We'll colonize here later on and set up shop. The next thing that I put to you guys is what to do with blueprints. So there were two main ideas in the comment section. The first idea was, well, if you raid a blueprint or you find a blueprint, it's yours. So should be able to learn it fair and square. And then the second camp or the second idea was to sell the blueprints to the pirates. Um, in this way, you empower the pirates, which makes sense. I'm gonna go with the second option, which is to sell the blueprints. If I do find a copy of blueprints, I'll hold on to those. So like if I find another high tech, I'll hold on to it, and I'll figure out what to do with that later on. But anyway, for right now, I'm just gonna sell to the pirates. So, kicking off today's episode, I'm in Kamar Kandom. This is right after Penelope Star. You didn't miss anything. I just flew over here to do another round of um, jumping from pirate base to pirate base, just looking for better ships. One really good suggestion was to go after the where are they at? To go after the pirate bases. Not attack the pirate bases, but go out to these pirate bases and trade them. Because they're just another market, just like every other pirate system in the core worlds, and they might have better ships. I don't know if that's true, but we'll see. Hopefully, we can find an Atlas or an Eradicator sooner rather than later because this barbarian is just not cutting it. Also, here's the fleet so far. Explorer? No, I want to fight. Yeah. Let's go ahead and join the battle, and then we'll continue. For some reason, it doesn't automatically deploy. I'm just gonna do full assault. It doesn't automatically deploy our shades, and it's probably because there's no weapons on them. Anyway, I apologize for the long break in between episodes. It's not that I didn't want to record content, it was just that I was traveling, and I'm just happy to be home. Let's go ahead and get in here. I really like the Enforcer. Um, the regular Enforcer is obviously better because it has more OP, better flux. But even the Pirate Enforcer still can get the job done. Let's go ahead and block that. Or dodge it. Let's get some overwhelming firepower on this. Let's have our Colossus deal with that, and then let's have you go ahead and harass here. You know what? We'll have all three of you focus on that, and we'll have you come over here. So we have the Mora's attention. We'll go ahead and turn it. So the Mora has damper field the same way that the Vanguard does. So it's a really, really, really good um, frontline ship. A little annoying, and if you miss time your shots, you'll end up just splashing harmlessly against that damper field. Alright, go ahead and deal with that. Oh, that's a high intensity laser. Let's not ignore that. That Sunder should be overloaded pretty soon. We'll commit the Manticore to deal with this. We'll change this to an engage order. You can help on this Sunder, and we'll upgrade this to eliminate order. You know what? We'll have the Barbarian help over here. And go ahead and burn in. Nice. Alright, and I think that's pretty much it. That is an engage order. You're just very bold. Stubborn Enforcer to the very end. Alright. And then let's go ahead and deal with this Hound if we can, and move on to the pursuit phase. So, um, now that we've surveyed Penelope's star, we need to move on to the second stage, which is beginning to colonize. We will join the pursuit, of course. We'll let our second in command handle this, which is going to be colonizing. I'm just going to deploy everybody. Oh, hmm, hmm. Well, that sucks. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick through the wreckage. Drop off the goods. We'll drop off. Oh yeah, we can drop off domestic goods. Okay. So the next step is definitely going to be colonizing. It is very expensive. We need to find uh, a Starliner, which will allow us to carry crew. We can get really cheap crew from Umbra and also from Chorus, I believe. So that'll be the next step. That'll be the focus of today's episode, to colonize at least one world. We definitely have the supplies and heavy machinery to do it. That is for certain. I'm gonna go ahead and take navigation. Yeah. Just because we need it in order to get away from fleets and then also to close the distance and make hyperspace combat a little more efficient. Alright. Everything else here is good to go. Let's go ahead and trade with Kanai. Regular Colossus isn't bad. But we just don't really have space for it. Alright. So we'll sell these goods. I might put a cut in here while I go explore the different worlds to find a better. Yeah, see, it's always misses. I need to figure out why these guys can't seem to produce bigger ships. Anyway, I might put a cut in here while I go explore the different worlds or pirate stations, just trying to find a better ship. Anyway, see you in a minute. Alright, so I'm still shopping for ships right now, but I wanted to include this. I flew to Captain Starworks, it's the next star over. I sold them my high-tech blueprint, and the reason I sold it here is because if you look at the colony info, Captain Starworks has an orbital works built. The orbital works produces heavy machinery, supplies, heavy armaments, and then also ship hulls. So by selling the blueprint here, they're more likely to produce those high-tech ships and actually make use of them. Later on, we want to resolve some of the shortages here. So eventually, we want to give the orbital works a nanoforge. We want to look to solve the refining issues, and just deal with all of that. But anyway, I thought that was important to include. Also, in the um, in the fleet department, I found two strikes, which I think I'm just gonna buy. Really, when it comes to pirate ships, it's just more about just how much fodder you can bring to the fight, is what it feels like. So these are two more replacement strikes. And then in the black market, here's a stalker. The stalker is based off of the apogee design, and I'm probably gonna buy this and make this the new, not flagship because I'm not flying it, but it's gonna replace the barbarian. The stalker has a large missile slot, and that's really all we're using it for. It also has a fighter bay for whatever it's worth, but we're really just interested in that large missile slot. I'm probably gonna put a squall or a locust in there, and then just have it sitting kind of in the back of the fleet. Anyway, let's go ahead and purchase that. All right, see you in a second. So I don't know if we just got lucky, but the very first pirate base that we found, we are currently in the Gamma Fermi system. If we check the intel screen, there is a pirate base located here. The very first one that we find has a pirate eradicator in it. There's also a really good quality of ships here. Maybe pirate bases, like here we have an amalgam. I'm not sure what class this is. It says custom death barge. This could be a capital ship. I'm not sure. But anyway, we find our first eradicator. We've been chasing this for a long time. I'm finally glad to add this to the fleet. We will definitely grab that and we will refit it. Typically, I like to build these with 3 sabos and then 2 harpoons. And depending what goes in here, sometimes it's the salt chain gun, sometimes it's heavy maulers. We'll refit it once we get it back to the core worlds, but for right now, we'll just get a quick fit on it, and we'll go for assaults. Sure, that looks fine. Yeah, all that is good. And we will pilot it ourselves. And yeah, we have a proper flagship now for the fleet. Okay. I will buy this amalgam just to have it and to try it out. I'm not too sure what we'll do with it, if we'll even use it. And then we'll buy out all the fuel so that we can actually make it back home. Yep, we'll buy some crew. And then we'll just give you a quick auto fit. That is hideous. But whatever, it'll function. We'll go ahead and stick an officer in there. Take a look at the bar. Nope. Take a look for officers. Target analysis cautious. Nope. And we'll go ahead and head. I'm going to actually head over to another pirate base, and I'll cut back in with what we find there as well. All right, so it is not a coincidence. I am currently in the Libertas star system. So there was another pirate base located down here. I've checked the intel screen, located down here. And in the fleet screen, they have for sale a Renegade, which is a battle cruiser. So I believe this is definitely a capital ship. And then we have another Eradicator, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase that. And then as well as on black market, they have another Stalker. And pretty much that's it. I'm going to purchase these Nebulas. We're going to need them for their crew capacity. So we're just going to buy a handful of those. And we're going to take this fleet back to the core worlds and get ready to start colonizing. Should only need 2 of those. And as far as weapons go, just doing a quick sweep for what's useful. We'll buy some broadswords as well. Definitely take the Locust. And then again, we're going to have to buy out all the fuel just to make it back home. Alright. See you back in the core world. So finally heading to Penelope Star now that we've acquired a couple of ships for the fleet, the Eradicators for the fleet. I'm going to settle in Doris first. Doris is a pretty good world, 175 hazard rating, so it's not that bad. Um, no real good resources to speak of, but it does have low gravity, so it's going to have increased accessibility, and it has no atmosphere, which is a really good modifier. It enables a lot of domain artifacts. So let's go ahead and jump in here. And let's claim this world. It's also right next to this gas giant, Aeolus, which I believe is the +2 volatile world. No, this is the +1. I was hoping it was the +2. Anyway, let's go ahead and establish our first colony. In the name of Rum Runners, you fully surveyed Doris as well as the required resources allowing you to establish a colony here. Has a rating of 175. Let us begin. And we will name this Hmm. Let's name these planets after islands. Jamaica. Alright. We will name this faction. I still have to come up with all this. If you guys have ideas of what you want to name the colonies or name the faction, drop them in the comments and I'll go ahead and read them. Faction name, just going to be Rum Runners. And then the flag of choice. I'll probably import a custom image. Which one looks the most piratey? I guess this one does. Yeah. I'll probably import the Jolly Roger, and that'll be our faction flag. Yep. And then RR for Rum Runner. Confirm. And here we go. So, thank you. I'm definitely not Googling to see how you spell Jamaica. Alright. So here we go. This is our first colony. One of many. It is going to be a rough and rugged road from here. Colonies are very expensive, and unlike in vanilla in Nexerelin, factions will declare on your colony and they will attack you. So you have to be prepared to defend them. Um, but I'm excited to do so. A little more confident in the fleet now that we have those two eradicators. Even that little change is just more than enough to start rallying the fleet together to make it into something proper. In the future, I'll play with these capital ships and see how effective they are. But for right now, I'm just gonna put a pause in the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a little more scattered than usual, but it's just because we had to get a lot of things done so that we could advance the series. Anyway, thanks for watching. And now I'd like to give thanks to our supporters, Randall Porter, Philip Kallenbach, and Mark, our newest supporter, as well as a very special thank you to Zoni, Wet Noodle, and Kriltic. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. Again, I will continue to run ad-free content on this channel, but if you would like to support this channel, then consider becoming a member by hitting the join button below. Other than that, Grumpy out.